and you're very welcome to the Colosseum on the Man United agenda. Today we have three gladiators entering the pit for battle, Mr. B, Yaba, and Brush. I'm going to explain how this is all going to work shortly, but before I do, I want to congratulate Colm on making it 25 months consecutively on his membership.
Well done, Colm.
And big up to Patrick Pillow, Stephanie Griffith, Rio, and Solo, who are all looking forward to the battle. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to introduce a topic. I'm going to ask each of those panelists whether they agree or disagree with the topic. I'm then going to allow 45 seconds for those panelists to speak on the motion. We will hear from all three panelists, and then after that, I may allow a 30-minute right of reply. This is going to be fast, so be prepared for very much outlandish statements. I'm really looking forward to what the lads come up with. But let's give an example. The topic could be that Colm loves playing with Barbie dolls. I'll ask Mr. B, does he agree or disagree? I'll ask Yaba, does he agree or disagree? And then I'll ask Brush, does he agree or disagree? Hopefully, we'll have people on both sides of the equation.
Do we need to give an explanation why we think Colm plays with Barbie dolls?
Not straight away. All they need to know is agree or disagree.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I think we'd all be in agreement on that one.
But what's important here is that we also want the wonderful viewers to give their comments. And at the end of the debate, while we're getting you to vote on who you think won the debate, we'll be reading out those comments. So there will be a poll going up after each topic. So the fate of the gladiators is in all your hands. And guess what? We're going to be keeping score, because every time we do this, there's going to be a league table. So you're going to be fighting, and you're going to be looking
subjective then.
Huh?
It will be all subjective. Big up Tony Lee, by the way. He's in Canada right now, but big up to you. But yeah, I don't like the league table thing. I like to, if an argument's done, we've said about we've all got partners and things, but sometimes, argument, you can walk away and the other person thinks they've won, but you've won the argument. In a relationship, that feeling, but you can say, all right, yeah, whatever, and you can walk away knowing you've won, but the other person could be thinking they've won as well. So it's all subjective.
Well, it's going to be down to our viewers. So the subjects that you're trying to convince are the viewing audience, Yaba. So it ain't me you have to convince. Let's get straight into this. Topic number 1 is coming right up. John O'Shea will forever have a bigger legacy and be more of a club legend than Harry Maguire at Manchester United.
Ouch.
Mr. B, do you agree or disagree?
Yes.
Yaba.
What, do I agree or disagree with this statement?
Yeah, that's all I want for the moment.
So the statement says John O'Shea will forever have a bigger legacy and be more of a club legend than Harry Maguire. And that being a club legend and having a legacy is based on majority of fans.
No, I only want to agree or disagree. I don't need a team.
No, this is based on what.
It's agree or disagree right now.
I agree because the majority of fans would say so. Yeah, but I don't. Wait, you know what I mean? I don't,
no, well. You either agree or you disagree.
Right, this
isn't about the majority of fans, though. This is about you.
I disagree.
Okay, and Brush, all I want is
agree.
Okay, so now let me get my stopwatch out because this is very important. This is going to be fair for all. I'm going to come to Brush first, and bear with me. I wish I had the stopwatch app open.
Listen, every team needs a Swiss Army knife, and that's what John O'Shea was. He could fill in almost anywhere on the pitch. Very underrated player. He just got on with it. And to top it all, not only was he part of many successful teams that actually won trophies at United, he also nutmegged Luis Figo. Can Harry Maguire say that?
You have another 25 seconds, Rush.
I don't think I needed the extra time. Well, whilst I've got it, let's just keep in mind that Harry Maguire cost a world record £80 million. And, when you look across his time at United, he's not really justified it, has he, lads? Whereas John O'Shea, we got more than what we paid for him, which was nothing because he came up through the academy. But yeah, absolute bargain.
Time. Okay. We're going to go to Yaba next. Your time starts now.
Well, I do. Brush makes some great points, but I'm just going to make a point for Harry Maguire because I don't want him to be disrespected. I won't allow it. Harry Maguire has come as a big money signing, England international. He's more of a club legend, right, or more of a legend, an English international legend than Rio Ferdinand, John Terry, Sol Campbell, all these guys going back to Bobby Moore because he's taken them to the pinnacle of international competition, to the finals and semi-finals, World Cups and Euros as well, and scored blinding penalties in the Euro final as well. So this guy is a top player. When you look at his credentials, what he's done, obviously he's been seen as a joke, and people want to bypass his footballing ability and say that. But I think he's a better player than John O'Shea. I think he's a strong, solid defender, wins his headers. So that's why I pick Harry Maguire.
Mr. B, your time starts now.
He scored a chip at Highbury, didn't he? He lobbed the goal at Highbury. I understand that Maguire does score headers and he does ring down him, but I don't remember him ever scoring a chip, to be fair. Versatile. He won 5 Premier League titles. Obviously, because it's that generation, maybe that's a bit hard on Harry because obviously O'Shea had a team around him. He did win the Champions League in 2008. He won FA Cups and League Cups. All right, so has Harry Maguire. He's played in various positions. As we said, he has nutmegged. Bloody hell.
Yeah, you have to be quick and to the point here, gentlemen. There's no time for pontificating.
Flipping egg.
Now, because we've had 2 people speaking in agreement, I'm going to give the first option for right of reply to Yaba. Do you want to exercise your right of reply?
Yeah, I just want to react to the point that Mr. B made. A really good point. John O'Shea, if he had to deal with what Harry Maguire was dealing with, the side that we've had, there's no way he could have carried that team to a Euro final and got them to second in the league as well. I don't think he's good enough in that position as Harry Maguire is. So it's all relative, isn't it, to what you're playing with. John O'Shea was a Swiss Army knife, as Brush brilliantly put it, and he was able to adapt and play in various positions. You know, even me today could play in the top side if you fit me in.
Time. I'm going to have to be very strict on this. Right, gentlemen. Between Brush and Mr. B, do either of you want to further go in on Yaba's points?
Yeah, first of all, I want to add John O'Shea also got a winner at Anfield, so shout out to him. And as far as Maguire goes, even in those international tournaments when England got to the final, did he get them over the line? And also the other England centre-backs that were mentioned, if Yaba had to choose one, would he choose Harry Maguire if given the option between a primetime Rio Ferdinand and the other people he mentioned?
I'm not going to ask him that question tonight because we're going to stick to John O'Shea and Harry Maguire. I'm going to allow Mr. B to have his last 30 seconds on this topic.
I have nothing else to say. I tried to get my stats out quick, and that obviously wasn't quick enough. And you know what my brain's like, so it's all gone now. So I'm just waiting to hear what the chats have to say, to be fair.
Yes, indeed. And I'm just going to put up the poll. I'm going to group Brush and Mr. B because you're both on one side and Yaba on the other. So that poll is going to go up and it will close when we finish reading the comments. And then, so let's have a look at these comments. So, where's the start?
You know what? The first speech from Brush really did bury me. It was hard to come back from that about nuts and Figo and the goals. But yeah, but does that really make you a club legend when you're a squad player and you come on from time to time and do the odd thing, playing in a great team? You know.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to interrupt you again because this is
sorry.
This is people's time.
I'm still trying to swing the crowd.
So chat sports saying evening and whatnot, and then he's saying yes, that John O'Shea is a bigger legend. Patrick Pitt is saying yes. Then Stephanie's telling us that he scored the winner at Anfield, 100% John O'Shea. Chat sports saying most underrated player was O'Shea, could play multiple positions. Stephanie saying brilliant goal at Highbury too. Maguire is a legend for getting arrested in Greece. A United captain, lol.
Out of order.
Colin saying he was also a good goalkeeper.
Oh, did he play goal for us as well?
He played in every single position on the pitch, apparently. Patrick Billow played in goal at White Hart Lane. He's also saying he's loving the show already.
Can we say happy birthday to Patrick as well?
Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Patrick. Hope you're having a great day.
Ooh, same day as Andy Cole. Good old Patrick.
Happy birthday, Pat.
Rio saying I agree, but I would say Maguire was the better player. Chat Sports doesn't agree on that front. Stephanie's telling us that Maguire is a walking print freezer. O'Shea, Irish Army's knife, sod the Swiss. And then he's saying, cheers, lads. Andy and I know where the net is. So let's have a look at the results of our poll. Yaba, you've been completely and utterly landslided. You didn't get a single vote. Rush and Mr. B have won this round.
Well done, guys.
So,
sorry, Rebel. We have to ask you as well. I mean, you're an Irishman, no bias, but what do you think about the actual question in hand?
Well, look at John O'Shea's trophy cabinet.
Time.
Yeah. Here, you're going to have to get used to that, yeah, but because topic number 2 is coming up now. Here we go. Manchester United made a huge mistake in the summer transfer window by getting 3 forwards and not addressing midfield. I'm going to come to each of you, and all I want to hear is the word agree or disagree. Nothing else. Mr. B.
Oh. I'm going to agree.
Yaba.
Disagree.
Brush.
Agree.
So it's 2v1 again, and this time I'm going to give the opening gambit to Mr. B. Your time starts now.
Okay, we needed strikers. We needed an overhaul. 200 million. I have no problem in what we did, but the biggest issue we knew was central midfield. The fact that he knew Bruno was going to be playing in there, I don't think the club did enough to highlight or maybe find the central midfield with the attributes to partner Bruno if Bruno was the main partner. The fact that he's got Casemiro in there, they knew about Casemiro's legs. They knew the Premier League was far too quick for him. So I think, yeah, they didn't address that right. Mason Mount, I did think maybe could play in there, but obviously he's playing as the player further forward.
Yaba, your time starts now.
I don't think it's a huge mistake. We're looking at it now. We're worried about our midfield, but we bought 3 strikers which were available to us and they get double figures, as we saw last season with Bemo and Cunha as well. And Xisco is a highly ranked big status player in Europe. So I'm really pleased that we got him. Thankfully, we will address the balance of getting these chances and not scoring. These guys will change that for us. And considering what we got rid of with Garnacho and Sancho and all these Rashford, these guys are new, give them time to come in and they're ready to go as well. So I think it's not a huge mistake. I just think it's it's about availability. And these guys were available and we have to wait now with the transfer market for Anderson and Wharton and maybe Baleba for the availability of midfielders, which is next on the agenda.
Yeah,
Brush.
like Mr. B, I think we messed up there in the summer. We already had ample options in the 10. When they decided they're going to keep Bruno, he was an option, and we know he plays better further forward. You got Mason Mount there as well. So there's gaping holes in midfield that could have been addressed with that money. There was no need to bring in 2 10s for the exuberant fees that we paid. Overall, I think we could have strengthened elsewhere, personally.
Okay, short and sweet. Yaba, I presume you'd like a right of reply.
Yes, please.
So your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, the question, the clue is in the question, guys. A huge mistake. I said it's not a huge mistake. It might be seen as a bit of an error, but we had to go forward. It's about who's available. And these 3 guys were available, and we snapped them up, and no one was complaining about that. When the good players are available in midfield to purchase, we will go for them. And I think that's what's going to happen next. So it's not a huge mistake. I'm glad with the transfers we got. I think we'll look back at the end of the season and say this was a good window because we start scoring goals. We're moving forward again.
Anything to add, Mr. B?
No.
That is fine. So I'm going to put up another poll again, and it's going to be Brush and Mr. B on one side, and on the other side, Yaba. And once
Remember,
again,
the clue is in the question, guys.
Could I just chime in quickly as well, Rebel?
yeah,
So over 200 million spent on a brand new front line. You would expect the goals to be flying. We're currently on -2 goal difference in the league.
there you go.
Sat 10th.
That's a bit sneaky, getting it in right just as he's got out to the poll. Talk about trying to influence, at the last minute. Can I throw in some data as well? Look, we got Casemiro got a couple of assists in the international break. Still a good player. We got Kobe that's been not used. We got Agate, who's an international Uruguayan. When you look at that on paper, we got some good midfielders in there. So I don't think it was a major issue. And we got players coming through as well. You don't have to look at the academy and that. So the fact that we didn't go out and buy somebody directly, I don't think it's a huge mistake. I just think it's being a wise, cautious, patient. Patience is the key here.
I'm going to have to interrupt you because this is now the chat's time, Mr. Yaba. So I'm going to have to be fair to them. Just a big hello to Eddie. He's saying he's dropping a like and listening in. Chatsport United thought they had enough in midfield and the new forward line would improve. Fundamental error not to build midfield before an attack. Imagine putting a roof on a house before the walls. Patrick Pillow, the Premier League is about strength, pace, power, especially down the spine of the team. We have none of that in midfield. Might hurt for Euro qualification come May. Top sides address the spine. Goalkeeper, CDM, and centre forward. That would have been better. Rio said he is the advocate. And Stephanie is saying it wasn't huge. It's bleeding ginormous. So again, we go to the polls. And this time it was 86% Brush and Mr. B, 14% Yaba. So you weren't whitewashed this time. That's the good news.
And what would you say, Rebel? And I won't do time.
Yeah, I have to be fair now. I'm in the chair today, and it's not my place to comment. I'll be in the Colosseum as a combatant on another occasion, but I don't get a say today. Final item is coming up now. So Yaba, you're really going to need to be on the winning side this time because you don't want a 3-0 sweep against you, surely. That would be absolutely diabolical on the debut show. The final item. This one is going to be a bit controversial. Manchester United would not have finished 15th and would have won the Europa League if they had Mason Greenwood last season. Again, when I go to all I want to hear is one word, agree, or 2 words, disagree. Mr. B.
Agree.
Yaba.
Agree.
Brush.
Disagree.
Oh-ho! Right. Who wants to go first for the agree side?
I'll go first.
Yabba, your time starts now.
I think what is fine margins, isn't it? And a player like Mason Greenwood can play all across the front line. Where even a few years ago, he was scoring double figures with Rashford and Martial. Real talented player, two-footed. You can see what he's doing at Marseille right now. Top goal scorer, equal top goal scorer in the French league last year. He would definitely be a major attribute for us, and we would have improved and would have stepped up in certain games last season, and we wouldn't have finished 15th with him with the goals that he would have scored. Imagine him being bedded in without any issues and improving at Manchester United Football Club. That would be a major difference, and the 15th would never occur, and we would have definitely won the Europa League against the Spurs side with someone like Mason Greenwood in there. What a player! Just unfortunate what happened.
Time. Brush, your 45 seconds starts now.
We lost 18 games last season. Our goal difference was -10 at the end of the season. Our manager till this day hasn't got back-to-back victory. One player, any player, you could put Kylian Mbappe in that team, and we were not winning everything. This is madness. This is a very strange retelling of history. The French league is not the same as the Premier League. Shout out to him and what he's doing at Marseille, but this is a different kettle of fish, as you guys well and truly know. Look at what Højlund is doing now at Napoli and what he did for us last season. And you're telling me that anyone that comes here would have just succeeded? Yeah. All right.
Didn't even get to time.
Yeah.
Don't need it, mate.
He just dropped his mic. I'm done.
And as for the Europa League final, I mean, listen, that's one of the worst finals we've all seen in the history of watching finals of football. It really could have gone either way. It just wasn't to be our day. But yeah, they did it in such a Spursy way, man. It was terrible.
That's time now, anyway. I'm gonna have to be strict in this. Mr. B, I don't know how you're going to do it, but you have 45 seconds to pull this back.
All right, look. Last season, he scored 22 goals in 36 games. He's on 3 already with 2 assists in 7 this season. We saw what he did when we had Martial, Rashford, and him up front, and that's when he was a lot younger. They spoke about him being a generational talent, and we didn't get to see it for whatever reason. Marseille are now seeing it. I just think goals. He's a goal scorer. He's greedy, yes, probably a little bit selfish, but what he does do is find the net more often than not. And he's also added assists to his game. Yeah, it's the French league, it's the Farmers League, but a goal scorer is a goal scorer.
Well done, Mr. B. High five.
Now, Brush, would you like to get 30 more seconds to basically drop a mic on him?
Yeah, just want to say, obviously, the numbers look glorious, but he was scoring in bunches. So there was a couple of games where he scored several goals. So accumulated over the course of the season, you can't just look at the stats and be like, yeah, it was fantastic. It's like that season when Berbatov won the Golden Boot for us. He scored 20 goals, but they came in about 6 games.
Well,
A goal.
point. Now, Yabba, Mr. B, I'm only going to give you 30 seconds between you because I think you're looking up a mountain and you're paddling, and who's going to take the mic?
I'll start off. 15 seconds to go. I just want to say to Brush, I love you, I respect you, but you're tarnishing the name of Greenwood. Talking about top goal scorer in the
league. I think he did a pretty good job at that himself. Yeah.
You know what?
I didn't want to get into that, but there's only one reason that he's not still at this club, and he's got no one to blame but himself.
I'm talking football ability. Really, if he would have stayed at the club and then nothing would have happened, I think he would have been a star boy right now, really performing at the same level. Saka, with the rise of Saka, he would have progressed like that. Just his mentality. But the question is, I'm just dealing with the question. I think Mason Greenwood is a real good talent, and I think he's having had 2 years off. Not playing football, he's turned up and still producing the goods. So watch this space. We'll soon be licking our lips watching him in the Champions League.
Here, do you know what? I'm going to be fair, Mr. B, because we're not quite at the half hour yet. So you're going to get 30 seconds too.
What am I doing? Am I defending him? Right? You
said that you agree that
Yeah, I mean,
Would
look,
have
if you look, okay, I'll give my 30 seconds worth. If he was up for sale tomorrow, I believe that every top club, forget about his situation, just on ability, every top club goes for him. If he didn't come to us, he would be on our radar, most definitely. I don't see a downside to it. I wouldn't see a downside to it.
Time. The clock is unforgiving, lads. Yeah, you have to be quick on the buzzer, and there's no time for pomp and ceremony and all that. So I'm going to put up the last poll. Who won the debate?
Don't go to the comments because Patrick Pillow is just laughing. What Brush said about tarnishing his name. What a comeback. Guys, don't be influenced by that. Let's deal with the question.
So the poll is up, and now I'm going back to the comments. So let's go back up. Patrick Pillow. Ooh, disagree. Disagree because we won the Europa League. Lol. Sure, we get you. Cat Sports is saying he would have been playing wing back. We get what that's been referred to, Stephanie. Absolutely. Remember the noise during last season? Having Mason in the team, he would have been lambasted in the media and another distraction. Patrick says that. Overrated player and all the rest of it. Eddie Football Waffle, I agree. One player won't make a massive difference. Maybe the goal difference would have been a bit higher team game. There's a bit of banter between Stephanie and Dermot. Andrew talking about him as the player, neither a winger or a striker. Very, very selfish and overrated. Rashford MK2, he's saying. Patrick Pillow is applauding the mic drop. David the Real Thunder is saying Ole was doing okay until Ronaldo came back and Greenwood's case popped up. And Stephanie's saying 15 likes. So we go into the poll.
This will be interesting, this one.
Would you believe it's 56% to 44%?
Wow. That's close. Come on, guys. Still time to vote.
No. Vote's closed.
Yaba has not been swept. Yaba and Mr. B actually won that argument.
Well done, guys. Mr. B, your knowledge combined with mine, we made a good point there. And, case closed. Sorry, Rush.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm considering the comments I'd be doing quite surprised that was the result, to be honest with you. But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the first voyage into the Colosseum. It's been a bit of a pilot and a teaser. So do let us know whether you enjoyed the show. And also, maybe you want to give us some topics that you would like to see trashed out in the Colosseum. There'll be plenty more battles, plenty more wars, and plenty more times for Yaba to get his nose wiped by the other panelists. But then, you never know. Yaba could get his revenge when he's sitting in the chair. But I want to thank Brush for coming on. I hope you enjoyed it, Brush. You didn't know what you were getting into today. You thought you were coming on for a nice, safe preview show.
No, I had no clue, Rebel. Mr. B didn't tell me what the show was about. So I thought, do you know what? It's probably going to be a preview to Anfield. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this.
Have you considered battle rap, Brush? Because your rebuttals are brilliant.
No, I'll leave that to the professionals.
As the great Eminem once said, if you had one shot and one opportunity, would you capture it or just let it slip? Good night, everyone.
Good night.